Guess what? Well, it's been a long time since I've posted a video. Boy, I could probably post 10 right now based on the shit that I've just experienced in the last couple weeks. One of the most pressing is the fact that my little sexual thing that I had going on with this younger person, you know, people come into our lives for really a lot of different reasons. And I have to say that when looking at the glass half full, this person um, helped me quite a bit, because instead of focusing on the hurt and the pain and the betrayals that I endured in a marriage, uh, years of the narcissistic bullshit, it was refreshing to have somebody give me some attention. And it also helped me realize that I'm good. I'm okay. I'm likable. I'm still desirable to a man. And a lot of people would probably think, well, why would you not think that you're desirable? Well, anyone dealing with a covert narcissist, which is what my husband is, and he's still my husband. I'm 800 miles away, but he's still married to me. And the effects of the gaslighting and the projection and the deceits, the cheating, the lying, I can't begin to tell you the darkness of narcissists. And I am the type of person that when I put my mind on something, I put it on it. I'm a 100% person. So when I discovered my husband was a narcissist, I studied it. I started studying. I went to Google it, Reddit. I've got several groups on Facebook that I am involved in about narcissism and surviving it. And um, so getting back to this younger man that was showing me so much attention, and I'm really kind of befuddled right now, for lack of a better word, as to now he has pulled back his energy from me. And I mean, at 61, I accept it. I have to. It's a choice that he made, and it's a choice that I make to accept it and say thank you, because you did get my mind off of the bullshit that I was dealing with my husband. So this also leads back to finding the light, in the darkness. Yeah, he gave me just a little, gave me a ray of light in the darkness. So I won't be talking about that anymore, I don't think. But the other thing that I'd like to speak upon is, now I live with my mother, she's a narcissist too, a malignant narcissist. She really doesn't give a fuck about anybody other than herself. She is now 81, and she's in the early stages of Alzheimer's with a touch of dementia and a sprinkling of narcissism. So I'm really it's a fucked up spot I'm in, because older narcissists are very horrid, because they're not able to do the things that they used to do when they were young. Now, we're all going to face that. Because at 61, I can't do the things I did when I was 21. But I'm not trying to make anybody's life miserable about it or because of it. But the other day, see, my mother's gotten to be very codependent on me, which is another thing that it makes me feel some kind of way. Because, like, I can't be, or have never really been codependent on her. That's just not going to happen. And, so this particular day, I'm doing me, whatever the hell I want to do, and you ain't involved in it. So I have a 17-year-old who has his first girlfriend, probably has had his first piece of ass. So he's like, my son's strung out, totally strung out. So every day he brings her here. Now, mind you, I'm in my mother's house. So this particular day, she starts talking shit. Oh, I'm so nervous. Why does she gotta come over here every day? Oh, I'm just so nervous and nervous. And she, I'm sorry for the break and the pause, but I'm thinking about that day. I'm like, well, to make a long story short, I mean, this is narcissism at its finest. This is what she says to me. I'm getting tired of her coming over here every day. And my response is, well, me too, yeah, but, my son, he's a good young man. He's been sheltered. This is his first girlfriend. I mean, stupid. And I said, well, you know what? Every day you gotta complain about something. She puts her hands on her hips, puts her head forward a little bit. What do you mean? You have such a good memory. You tell me the things I complain about. So I looked at her and I said, what really makes you happy? Are you even capable of being happy? So she sashays out the kitchen, standing there a minute. Now I'm the type of person, I have an issue, I try to deal with it right then and there. So I sit down in the living room and I say, you know what, Mom, this is your house. You just stated you're not going to change, and I just retorted with, I'm not either. So we have a dilemma here. And to make this not be a dilemma, I probably should not be in here with you. Hence, I'm going back to Georgia to be with the other narcissist. This is my thinking. I'm going to go be with the other narcissist who's probably been fucking his way through town really bad now because I've been gone for like 8 months. My third son, the one that in one of my videos, I explained how I died and, came back. Well, he's the son that I had given birth to during that time. He had left my dead son's car in the driveway, which I made a video about. I mentioned him in one of my videos too. My second son, who died 2 years ago, his car is in the driveway. So I'm like, come get the car, because I don't want to hear the bullshit about the car, because that's next. To make a long story short, oh, excuse me, it's about 1:13 when I'm making this AM. But, so he comes and I leave. I go over there and I stay. Because he cooked me dinner, which was great. And my son, he's a good worker. He's very smart, very ambitious, but he loves to smoke his weed. So after we ate, he's got that blunt rolled up. I'm like, son, before you do that, take me home. Because you worked today, you just ate, you're going to finish it off with the blunt. I'll never get home. Brings me home. I walk in the house and there's a peculiar smell in here. Like the oven is on. There's something, but it was something peculiar about it. But I'm pissed off anyway because I got to come in here and face this, this wall of negativity. Because she sits in a chair fucking with a Rubik's Cube. Which I guess, is a good thing because it's like a puzzle and it strengthens your mind, your brain cells, I guess. And come upstairs. Oh, about 20 minutes, I hear a smoke detector go off. Beep, beep. I think, well, if there's a little bit of smoke, they go off. And about 2 or 3 minutes later, every smoke detector in the house is going off. And I still lay on the bed like, fuck it. Hey, I don't care. But then, the rational side of me gets up and I go out in the hallway from the bedrooms and it's full of friggin' smoke. So I I raised the window in the bathroom higher and I went in my son's room and opened the door because he's got like a balcony screen door there. So we can, and turn the ceiling fans on so we can, get rid of some of the smoke. I go down the stairs, and when I get to the point of the stairs where I can see her, she's got the front door propped open with a crate, the ceiling fan on. The room is thick with smoke, and she's sitting in the chair fucking with the Rubik's Cube. I swear to God. I just stood there for a minute thinking, is this real what I'm seeing? Anybody in their sane mind would not be in the room, first of all, with all the smoke. Because when I went downstairs, I went out on the front porch for a minute to get some fresh air. Come back in, and I say, what happened? Now, mind you, she's still looking at this Rubik's Cube. And this, if I can see her through the smoke. Um, I forgot I had the bacon on. So I let the window up in the dining room, let the window up in the kitchen. She had the back door open. I said, well, you have to let the windows up. The smoke, as many escape routes, that there are, the better, the smoke will leave. And I said, when I cook, I don't go upstairs. I rarely even go in. I stay in the kitchen until I'm finished. Unless I'm baking a cake or something, it's going to take an hour to cook. I mean, it doesn't take an hour to cook bacon. Well, I can't smell, so. And I forgot. This is the same day that you want to come at me with some bullshit about my son and his girlfriend, and you think they're fucking upstairs, and it all amounts to the fact you ain't fucking. Hell, I ain't either. But I'm not taking it out on him. This, how do I say this? When I walked down the stairs and saw her sitting there, surrounded by smoke, fucking with the Rubik's Cube, like the smoke wasn't even there. And yes, it's funny. It's funny even now when I think about it, because what she was doing earlier was exerting her authority over, this is her house. And I find it so humorous that you're too fucked up in the head to realize that you need somebody here in your house with you, because I this is not the first time this has happened. It's never happened this severe. It's usually a pot on the stove and the water boiled out, and I come in and I smell it and I catch it. So I'm left with this, you know, dilemma of, do I stay here now and deal with a deteriorating mind, which is her. Her mind is going. Knowing in the back of my mind that if it were reversed, she wouldn't do it for me. So at any rate, I'm gonna close this video. I hope it helps somebody in some kind of way. It certainly helped me talking about it, because um, we should be careful of the things we say to people. Be cognizant of the reaction that our words have on people, the reaction our words have in our lives. Totally. Because words are creators, thoughts are creators. And believe me, they come back and boomerang and smack you in the head. So make them good, make them productive, make them of high quality, make them be beneficial to somebody. You know, this little story about my mom is, here's a person that's losing it and not aware of it, and really um, exerting some authority because she has a house and I'm in it, and she feels like I need her. So you want to be a bully, and that's a form of abuse. And hours later, you could have burnt the house down. You could have died from smoke inhalation. So it's just watch your words and thoughts because they're gonna come back and smack you in the head in a good way or a bad way. Yeah, abuse of power, bully tactics, narcissism 101. And actually, you know, a lot of people like that are not narcissists because broke people break people. Misery loves company. Well, stay strong, stay focused, and thank you for listening.